Splash. What's like your like a tier list right now? I would say like let's see, Monster Hunter 1 F tier. So yep, it's a kind of Monster Hunter that's probably the only one that's under Wilds. Okay, but let's see. Let's do it chronological, right? So yeah, the entire Monster Hunter 1 is practically like basically F tier. So it's like it's really bad, really bad in general. But I guess like you can excuse them for being the first of like the thing. Yeah, the first of like the franchise, right? Okay, they haven't figured out anything yet, so they don't even know like how like how like the game is like supposed to be. So we'll give them a pass, bro. I do 174 damage over there. But yeah. Let's see. And then Freedom 2 and Freedom Unite. Okay, but okay, it's probably B to like A tier. Okay, but second generation. Okay, there might be some bias because it's what a lot of people like played like first. Okay, but yeah, Poke Village is everyone's like village, so there is that. Okay, yeah. But yeah, the OG, bro. OG second generation for that. Maybe like Monster Hunter DOS is like kinda like cooked, I guess, so for that one. Maybe that one put on C tier as well. Okay, but maybe. But through Monster Hunter DOS, we get like Frontier. So can't really complain about that as well, bro. It's the OG Monster Hunter MMO, I guess. But yeah, let's go. Bro, why do we have like this crap, man? So, okay, here we go again, bro. Okay, lots of bots like this time, bro. Okay, lots of bots. Let's see. It is what it is.
Come on over.
Alright, where was I like Renasman? Like second gen, I guess, right? Third gen, like I think try is pretty ass, to be honest. Okay, but the base try, I mean. Okay, before like 3 ultimate, so. And I guess portable third as well. Okay, but because technically they are like different enough, I guess. Tier list for Monster Hunter, yep. Okay, but third gen try, I would say like, I don't know, man, like bottom of C tier, I think. So, but yeah, kinda miss play Monster Hunter on like handheld. Play it on emulator, bro, on your tablet. Let's go, or just play Monster Hunter now. Bam, handheld. So, but yeah, bam, bro. But yeah, okay, but 3 ultimate and portable third is like I'd say like probably like a A tier. Okay, but yep. I like underwater personally. Okay, but because I don't have issue with like skill over there. Okay, but they're not skill diff like on that one. Yeah. Yeah, and then there is for you. Normally I would put like for you to like S tier. But like after playing like okay, Wilds, like I knock it down to like A tier, maybe top of like A tier. So yep. But yeah, for you has great endgame, like a pretty good like storyline as well, which is a surprise for like a Monster Hunter game, right? Okay, but they invented ledges and mounting, bro. One of the shittiest like problems like we always had, bro. Ledges and mounting. So they can't balance mounting, and ledges always kills you. Okay, but so yeah. World goes after try. What? World is like 5th generation J-Man, so that's like much after. Didn't mind underwater combat. Some people couldn't like handle underwater combat because they already like get wrecked. So in like the land, they think they're hot shit on land, and then now they go to like the underwater, the monster stuff, and then suddenly they can't do shit, and it's like, nah, bro, like this game sucks, bro. So no, bro, you play like enough underwater to learn how to like basically play underwater. It is gonna be clunkier, obviously. You are in the monsters like turf, you will be in a disadvantage. Okay, buddy. So yeah, but deal with it, man. That's always been the case as well. Okay, buddy. Okay, message like on like a top. So but yeah. Okay, blind gay. Well, nobody asked for your opinion like J, bro. So but yeah. That's for you, bro. For you drops like from like a S tier to like basically A tier there. Probably top of A tier still because like the end game is just like good, man. Frenzy and Apex in that game is actually just okay, but one of like the better like end game design. Okay, but so there is that. There is that. But yeah, then we get to 5th generation, which is like where most people like started playing, I guess, right? World and like Iceborne, World Iceborne. So, but at this point of time, like you can kind of rate them differently, I guess. Okay, but I think personally, World is better than like Iceborne, mainly because of like Clutch Claw. So, but Iceborne does have the better like end game for it. So, yep. But yeah. So I guess like that depends on like which like you value. I would put both of them still at B tier though. So that it's not a great like Monster Hunter, but still a good one. Okay, and a lot of people like has bias on it because it is their very first one as well. Okay, but and there is nothing wrong with that as well. Okay, but so yeah. Okay, I think Clutch Claw is just like what knocks it down though. It could have been A tier, but Clutch Claw like by itself like drags like it down by 1 tier at the very least. So yep. It just interrupts the combat like flow like too hard. So yep. Gotta stop like everything you're doing, like wallbang it, like tenderize it like a first man. So yep. Or else you're just trolling. But yeah, wait, I skipped GU. After 4U is GU. Yeah, GU is S tier. That's not even like a question. So it's basically like one of the best Monster Hunter, if not the best already. Okay, but so yeah, it has like basically like styles, like an art, like giving you like multiple different like play style for like each weapons. Okay, but it has like the most like quests, so the most content as well. Okay, but so yeah. Okay, the only downside is that it's a 4th generation, not 5th generation. So like you are missing out on like a lot of quality of life. The gathering kinda sucks, like a lot of like time wasted for doing this and that. But these days you can just save editor and then just like skip that, right? So but yeah. Okay, so the streamlining is the only problem of like GU, but it's an old generation. So okay, if they just recreate GU in like let's say like what was it? Okay, modern like a streamlining for it, then like then you get Sunbreak, which is comes to the next point, bro. I think Sunbreak is also like S tier. Okay, but base rise is like not that great though. So base rise is like C tier because of like Rampage, holy Rampage, bro. So yep. Okay, holy Rampage. Okay, but if you don't know what Rampage is, it's basically Gogmazios, bro. Literally Gogmazios. Okay, but there's some boring shit for like RNG like a weapon, bro. That is like basically the best weapon. Okay, but yeah, everybody hates that. But like B team listens to the feedback, removes Rampage entirely on Sunbreak, and Sunbreak is like S tier. So yeah. But yeah, it's basically if you want to play GU, but like in the newer like more streamlined quality of life, you play Sunbreak. Okay, but I'll take Rampage over Gok any day. I will take neither. So I would rather not do any of them. Which, that's what I did. So I skipped them anyway. Okay, but skip them because like those are just like not fun. So, but I mean like you have to like knock like points down for it. For them. So, you have to knock them down anyway. Okay, but so Rise is like C tier because the end game is just unbearably like a trash. So, yeah. So yeah. Okay, but again, Sunbreak fixes like basically all of the problem. They come up with a really good endgame. Anomalies are like great. So yep. Okay, what I mean is like by like the monster because like you hunt any monsters. Okay, but yeah, there is like every monster is afflicted. You're not stuck with just like spam 80 arkveld and all of that shit. So yep. Okay, doing like level 300 anomalies are like a challenge by itself as well, and it's like you know, it's a fun way to like basically reuse like the other monsters as a hunt end game hunts. So instead of like just like spam 80 arkveld, spam other 80s. Okay, but that's where I am at. Yep. Yeah, Sunbreak, you'll have fun like their announcement. Okay, but as you go through that, as you go through the title updates as well, it will just be like a pure fun. So, okay, and no Rampage, so like you're chilling. Okay, chilling. Okay, but change my Palico skills. That comes to like customization, yeah. So, yep. Switch skills and everything. Again, it's basically like hunter style / like arts. That's what switch skills are for. So it just streamline, modernize, makes it easier to approach. So, yep. Yeah. And then you come to the current generation, bro. Mistake, bro. Okay, Wilds, bottom of D tier. Unfortunately, has a crappy endgame. He barely has any variation in the endgame hunt. You're basically 80 arkveld is the only challenge you can get. So yeah, the rest are just like basically easy boat. Okay, but so yeah. Okay, Gokmazios meta, so like you're forced to farm Gokmazios as usual. If not, you are trolling. Okay, but which is basically rampage. Okay, but okay, weapon design is one of the worst. A lot of like the weapons in the second, third generation is more interesting than this game. So yeah, and it's just like what the hell, bro. Okay, but so there is more depth in like second and third generation weapons over like Wilds weapons. Okay, but in terms of like weapon gameplay. Okay, but yeah, most of the gameplay is like press two buttons, bro. So maybe they're just trying to like reach like a newer audience that never played any games before in their life, but yeah, it's at the cost of like basically older players like enjoyment, I guess. So you ask like let's say like a switchaxe like main player, right? Like they'll probably hate the Wilds like switchaxe. So okay, and the same can be said for a lot of like the other ones. So but yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunate, bro, but I guess like it is what it is. Okay, that's just like a TLDR, like okay, my ratings, I guess. Okay, and I guess like now we're waiting for like basically the upcoming like Outlanders, and then like okay, what was it? Wilds expansion. Okay, surely Wilds expansion will fix it, right? Surely they listen to feedback, bro. Kick them, surely. Oh, I forgot to rate like Monster Hunter Now as well, bro. Monster Hunter Now, so but yeah, Monster Hunter Now is like basically like close to S tier, I would say. Okay, but which is like ironic considering it's a mobile game with like basically like okay, one button, right? So but they managed to actually make like a interesting like weapon gameplay design for like all of them with the limitation of a single button. Okay, but yeah. So yeah. Okay, but they're playing the weapons in like Monster Hunter Now is like actually pretty big. So yeah, they have styles and everything, okay, and all of that stuff. So and I also love the fact that like Monster Hunter Now has like okay, really low time limit. So okay, time limit is a big like stuff in like Monster Hunter Now. Okay, but okay, you are basically like unable to pay to win shit because of like that. So okay, but yeah, you're forced to like actually get better at the game. Yeah, which is good. It's good. So, because I want like players to be better, man. A lot of like yeah, people with 20 DPS here in like 80 arkveld in SOS, and you wonder like why are they even doing this? Okay, they're just buffing the boss. So yeah, I think the time limit is like great. I think like we should have like that. Bro, I'm trying to hit the face, but it's never facing me, dude. Yep. It's good, but it's good. Oh, there is that, I guess. There is that. Okay, now we're just waiting for Wilds expansion to save like a Wilds like rating. Surely it's gonna be better than like just D tier again. Surely. But yeah. Then after that, like yeah, Outlanders like as well. Okay, we'll see for that one, bro. We will see. Yeah, what do people think, man? Okay, but okay, see like if people like agree or disagree, I guess. Okay, but like if you disagree, like I wonder what your reasoning is.